Hey there, everybody. So I was trying to figure out my next video. I had several ideas swirling around in my head. And I got the Realtor magazine, which is a really great resource for us realtors. And they have this in the magazine. And I had thought about this, but this says, it's so easy to sell your home. And then they tell you everything we do. Uh, it's not everything that I do, but uh, you know, it's not anything that I would tell people to do, like going to the tax records. That would take you forever to get comps. But anyway, so I digress. Let's keep going. When you decide to sell your home and you're going to try and do it yourself, what I would suggest are the following. Go to Zillow.com, go to Realtor.com, those kind of places, and click on whatever property you have. Is it a townhome? Is it a single family home? Whatever it is. Put in active and sold, because you want to see first of all, you want to see what your competition is. That's one thing. And then you want to see what has sold and what has sold for. So you have an idea of what your home is worth, not what you'd like for it to be worth. I know we all think we have gold bullion in the walls or something, but we don't. So look at that. Then you have to make adjustments. There's a lot of homes that are pretty close, and then there are those that are maybe same square footage, but they have less bedrooms, or they have a pool, or they're on a golf course, or something like that. So those are all adjustments you have to make. And I don't think you know what those adjustment amounts are, but anyway, you could maybe forego that and wing it. So then you price your home. Okay, so after pricing your home, you need to start looking at your home, getting it ready to sell. Okay, so you want to go around, you want to declutter, you want to take the blankets out of the closet if it's July. You want to take down photographs. Sorry, but people don't want to walk in there and look at all your photographs. They want it to feel like it could be their home as well. So you want to take down personal photographs. You want to start packing. You're going to pack them anyway. So, go through the pantry, make it look very organized, because when things are organized and they're not overstuffed with blankets and things like that, the home looks like it's big enough. Okay, especially if you have a small home. People walk in there and say, it's just too tiny. Look at the way the closets are just stuffed with stuff. I wouldn't have room for any of my things. But if you have it decluttered and everything looks neat and tidy, they're going to be like, oh, wow, this is nice, So it'd be just like a model home. Think of model homes. You want to get as close to that as possible. So declutter, pack, do all that stuff. Go down to the street. Look at your curb appeal. Is it good? Is it bad? Is it so-so? One of the biggest fixes you can do is paint your front door. Paint your front door. Buy potted plants. Get some pretty pots, put some annuals in them, and just put them on your front porch or along your walkway or something like that. It spiffs it up a lot. People love it. It looks pretty, and it'll help with your curb appeal. So, okay, so now you've looked at everything, you've adjusted all of that. Another thing about the inside of your home is if you are sparsely furnished, or you want to, remove some furnishings, you can get a stager in there, and they will fill in spots, or they will just, if it's say a rental property you have and it's empty, they can stage like just the living room, in the bedroom, something like that. So when people walk in, they're like, ooh, okay. So you can do that. Then you need to market. So it's time to market your home. I believe you can do it on Zillow and Realtor.com. The way things are coming up, I don't know, like normally before you could pay a realtor like a flat fee and they would put you in the MLS where other realtors would see it and you'd advertise your co-broke, but now we can't. As of August 17th, we're not going to be able to put the co-broke in the MLS. So I don't know how advantageous that would be for buy owners. I guess we'll see. But before you could do that. Okay, so we're marketing. You could now, what realtors typically do is we will do postcards. We will do letters, or we have open houses. So you're going to need to plan for that. You can have, if you're co-oping with a realtor, which would be a very smart thing to do, could have a broker open house and invite realtors in, and they could give you some feedback on the price and everything else. So that would be a good thing to do. Okay, so now let's talk about, let's say you get a contract on your home. We're going to be extra positive here. Okay, you get a contract on your home, or you get an offer. Okay, and so where do you go from there? Okay, how do you arrange to get this to closing? Well, in Florida, we use title companies. We also have real estate attorneys that some people feel more comfortable with. So whatever it is that you want to use, understand that you as a seller have to provide title insurance, so you will be paying for that using your title company. So you have, let's say you call a title company, you tell them, look, I've got a contract, I need a title company. Okay, when's the closing date? Okay, send us a copy of the contract. They will guide you, pretty much guide you through the closing process. Okay, the one thing you're going to also negotiate is inspection period. There are two ways that a buyer can get out of a contract, keep their money, get their deposit money back. You want to make sure you get that too. Okay, so one of the ways is during inspection. If the inspection turns up something that is not beneficial, or really kind of maybe scary to the buyer, they don't even have to say anything. They could just say, look, this is too much. I don't like this. I want to cancel, get my deposit back, and they have every right to do that. Okay, but there's an in between. So there may be some things, small things, and every buyer's different. Some are more picky than others, and they'll say, oh, the tear in the screen is not a big deal. The latch of the screen door wasn't closing very good. I can probably adjust that myself, but that cloth wiring, that's a problem. So then you have to decide, am I going to negotiate a credit at closing for this, or am I going to take care of it on my own and fix it before closing? Then you have to have it re-inspected and make sure that it is repaired before closing. So that is the inspection period. It's usually from 7 to 15 days. Then you have the other place where a buyer can cancel is if they don't get approved within 30 days for their loan. That's another place where they can say, well, we're not going to be able to afford this home, give us back our money. And then the third way is if it doesn't appraise. So sometimes you got to renegotiate there too. And so you make it to closing, yay! And hopefully you're on the same page. They didn't sell their house and they're closing, and they have to be in this house. They've got the movers booked. They gave them a big deposit. And what do you mean we got to wait another day? It's not going to be pretty. So there are a lot of pitfalls along the way that you should know about. And it's certainly worth paying a realtor to handle these headaches for you, make it a lot more smoother. Most of the time, they pay for the stager, we pay for the advertising, we pay for the photographer. The photographer can range, if you got a small house, it's probably $149 up to probably $400 or $500. And then do you want a drone video? Do you want a walkthrough? I mean, there's more things to it. So that's pretty much it. Do you still think it's easy to sell your house? Part two, I'm going to tell you what I did to sell my homes. Bye. Have a great day.